Welcome to the Slow Smoked Pigskin Podcast. I'm Darren.
And I mean Drew. And this is
our podcast.
What are you doing? You're not Aaron.
You're not Drew.
I think we should go.
That was weird, right?
Yeah, it was.
Anyways, I'm Aaron,
I'm Drew.
and this is our podcast.
Subscribe.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Slow Smoke Pigskin Podcast. I'm Aaron. That's Drew. And
Jason.
That beautiful man is Mr. Jason Smith.
What's up?
Going with that flat bill. We'll get into him in a minute, but real quick.
And his outfit.
Yeah, we'll get to the outfit. We're definitely getting to the outfit in a minute. League news. There's been no trades or anything, but the Jason and Raph rivalry has been heating up after the last episode of the podcast. I'm loving it.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, buddy, I like it. I want to see some side bets this year.
Yes.
Wonderful. NFL news. Brandon Ayuk had a viral video claiming that the 49ers don't want him back while he was talking to Jaden Daniels, and it's so sad. And so we'll see what happens. I know you're sad because you're
as long as he scores points, I could care less what happens.
Fair enough. Cowboys have been signing like half of the UFL to their roster in recent days.
That's all that's left.
Yeah, that exactly, because they did nothing the rest of free agency, so they have to sign UFL players.
I think their calendars were marked wrong as far as when like free agency was, and so they're like, "Oh, now is this time. This is what's left." Okay, cool.
Apparently, JJ McCarthy threw out the first pitch at a Twins game. It was just a bit outside, so
I hadn't seen anything.
Oh, you need to see it. It was bad. And it's like, oh, this is the arm that's the hope for the Vikings. You're in trouble.
I'm sorry, but like throwing a football and throwing a baseball are two completely different things. Coming from someone that did it in it was just high school, but still, yeah, it's not the same thing.
Earlier today, Ramondre Stevenson got an extension from the Patriots. 4 years, $36 million with $17 million guaranteed. I didn't think that they'd get this done before the season, but $9 million a year for him is legit money. So I have Antonio Gibson deep on my bench, and I thought maybe get a shot. But if they're paying Ramondre $9 million a year, that says Ramondre's the man. And then the last piece of news. If the Madden 2025 trailer came out today, and if you haven't seen it, in the trailer for the video game, it has Justin Fields returning a kickoff.
That just has to be like what they call a parody, where it's just like it's a joke off of what like has already been said. Like, I don't know.
I can't believe that they actually did that.
It's funny.
So, all right. Let's talk about Jason, because he's a wonderful, beautiful man, and he's the whole reason we're here today.
The only reason.
Okay. Introduce your basic information that you'd like to give us, and then please show us and talk about your outfit.
I couldn't even tell you the basic information. I'm just here to hang out and have a good time.
Okay, your name is Jason.
My name is Jason.
Yes. You live in Southern
California. 21 years. I'm from California.
Oh,
2 kids. I mean, what else you want, Aaron? I'm kind of Aaron's brother-in-law. Kind of.
There you go.
To some extent.
That's how you got into the league.
Yeah, right. Yeah, some of the sort.
By the way,
it was him fishing for guys, and I just popped into his DM and said, "Hey, why not? I got an extra $100. I'll throw it."
Slid right into that DM.
I'm looking to donate.
Yeah. By the way, if anybody
you didn't donate last year.
Yeah, you made money last year. What you talking?
Well, I understand, but I still because I inherited a pretty decent squad. So,
by the way, anybody needs mortgage, refi, whatever, call Jason. He'll take real good care of you. Yeah.
Yeah. Nationwide.
It's on your side.
Oh God.
Well, no.
Both of us
Why-
at the same time. That's horrible.
Not just in Southern California.
No, not just Southern California. I go out of state.
All right.
Fantastic. Your team name.
El Borracho, the drunk.
You just changed it, so I got know why.
I just because that was my J9 Smitty was always my email address, whatnot. So I just figured I might as well throw a name in there now. So I've sported this wonderful mariachi suit for about 5-6 years now for one of my good buddies' weddings. Years past, we decided to show up to a second wedding in Tahoe, dressed up as a bunch of mariachi guys, and surprise for him. And it worked out. So I've gotten my money's worth out of this thing.
So when you told me that you wore this to your buddy's destination wedding, I thought it was in Mexico.
I did assume that it was in Mexico.
But I did wear it to my little sister's destination wedding in Cancun.
There you go.
Oh,
and she got married to a first-generation Hispanic, so that was even better. That went over well, family.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. Great.
Shalom.
By the way,
I had my yarmulke on at the same time.
I was going to say, Drew, like a year ago or something, he sent me 2 yarmulkes that said, "Let's go, Brandon."
Fantastic. Hopefully YouTube doesn't flag this.
Yeah, that's okay.
We'll see.
We are canceled.
I agree, though, 100%.
5 minutes of Jason on the podcast, and we're officially canceled.
All right, guys.
That's all right.
All right, Jason, what's your favorite NFL team?
The Bears.
Oh God, you and Raph both just disgusting.
Sorry, you're the same guy who's sucking on a bottle over there and drafting it, picking up everybody from the UFL.
Yeah, that's fair.
So coming from Southern California, how did you become a Bears fan?
Just one of my first memories of actually football growing up as a kid, with my watching football with my dad and whatnot. Just the '85 Bears and all that stuff that really resonated. So
the Bears.
It was just one of those things.
It makes sense because like you had the '85 Bears. I mean, that's why I'm a Cowboys fan, right? Like because
you had the 91 Cowboys.
Yeah, exactly. I was fairly
you were very impressed by then.
Yeah.
It sucked you in.
Yeah, and like I became a Cowboys fan after their last Super Bowl, and then it's been 30 rough years.
Okay, so as a Bears fan, I have to ask.
Yep.
Caleb Williams, your thoughts as a fan, the team that you
are
beloved again.
Honestly, as a fan, I wish we would have traded that first pick. I wish we would have kept Justin Fields, and we would have stacked that first pick and picked up more
weapons,
hell of a lot more stuff for it. But because I thought Justin Fields was on his way, I don't think he got a fair shake with the head coaching situation, the offensive coordinating situation for the first 3 years he was there.
If Justin Fields had this team, it would be a different dynamic, 100%.
It'd be night and day, by far. And I think Caleb Williams can come in. He's going to have the same issues in the beginning of the season because it's just trying to adjust to the speed of the game.
Yeah.
And, being in Southern California, watching him at SC last year, he stunk. He did not impress me. He did not impress me one bit.
Yeah. That's the thing. A lot of people aren't.
Utah, anybody that he plays that goes up against anybody that from Utah, he's going to get his ass handed to himself because he was,
Like, that was the thing is like, his junior year was fantastic, but then like everybody just kind of excused last year, and it's like it wasn't great, guys.
No, not one bit.
He just stuck around to make the money in whatever college football
NIL.
NIL, there you go. Yeah. I was gonna say NFTs, but that's obviously something completely different.
I was betting all my Raiders friends that were fans of the Raiders that they would trade for the first round pick and they would end up with Caleb just because it seemed like a full Raiders thing.
They wasted their pick on Brock Bowers. Like they should have traded up.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, are you with like the spikes and everything that the Raiders fans rock? Are you allowed to have pink nails and a pink phone?
I
I feel
mean,
like that
pink's the
If
new
it
black.
clashes.
Pink's
if
the
it
new
has
black.
spikes on it,
Oh,
Pink's the new black.
pink's the new
pink's
black.
the new black. No, I missed that memo. Oh, jeez. All right. What are your hobbies, Jason? What do you like to do?
Hang out with the kids, coach them, baseball, softball, all that stuff.
I was gonna say, I thought you did a lot of baseball.
I actually play old man softball, and I actually called in, told him I wasn't available this evening because my game started 6 minutes ago.
Why didn't you tell me that the
Yeah.
game?
I didn't know when the game started. It just started. We just got the schedule last week. I didn't want to flake.
Oh.
I didn't want to flake on you 2 times in a row.
Oh, gotcha. I like it's funny because we're like
It's all right.
two-thirds of the way through my season here. And it's funny because Janelle refers to it as old man softball and then laughs anytime I get hurt in the process because I'm playing old man softball.
You got to drink more. You won't get hurt.
Dude, they don't allow you to drink on well,
You
I
can drink
obviously
before,
huh?
and nice, wonderful Stanley cups.
I
You can pour a mean cocktail in the Stanley
no,
cup.
I mean that's obviously what I do anyways. I just think
You're
it's
not allowed to
ridiculous
drink
that
anywhere except in a bar, so but you still do it. Therefore, there's no excuse.
like I said, I still drink at the games. I just think it's ridiculous that like what I consider beer league softball, they're like no alcohol at all, or you're kicked out. And it's like,
So all you're saying, we got to show up and knock on your door as a park ranger, and you'd be scared to death.
no, no. I just said I still do it. I'm just saying I think it's ridiculous that the rules say that you're not allowed to.
You know,
It is
there's kids
ridiculous.
around. It's a park. It's a public park.
No,
Insurance. It's insurance purposes.
Oh, that's why. For
Exactly.
Yeah, that too.
Someone gets hurt and they're blackout drunk, like there's a liability there. But it's just it's a guideline, okay? It's a guideline.
guideline.
Very,
All
very thin, small guideline.
Yes.
All right. What did you want to be when you grew up when you were a kid?
Serious?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know.
We're
just
trying to
want-
get to know you, Jason.
I just wanted to be successful.
Wanted to be successful.
I don't know. A
That's
police
the-
officer, maybe.
Oh, I was about to say, I want to be successful. Sounds like the complete Jewish.
I'm a Jew.
So,
You know what? I wanted to be a jeweler. I want to sell jewelry.
fair enough. I miss my
I feel
Jewish
like he
jeweler.
just came up with that right now.
Probably.
I did. I wanted to be an accountant.
You wanted to sell diamonds or what?
I was
Yep.
so sad when my Jewish jeweler in LA like closed his shop. Like,
You're not the only one.
yeah, that was a real.
I bought
bummer.
multiple things from him.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Ari? Was it Ari?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry, Ira.
Ira. There.
Ira. No,
That's
Ari,
close.
yeah, definitely not. More of an Ira.
Yeah.
Sounds like more of an Ira.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it was an Ira. All right. I forgot to mention. So last year, first year in the league, we already said that, but you finished second last year because, as you mentioned, you got handed a nice team. So that's a nice way to come into the league. I forgot what your record was last year. How did I not check?
I
that?
actually had a pretty decent record with the exception of the weekly wins losses thing that you guys do instead of the straight up stuff.
Oh,
the extra
extra.
win for
Yeah.
beating the
Yeah.
median. Yeah.
well, I mean, it's not a bad situation to come into if the
Lost to the other Jew.
if very true. If the manager who had your team before hadn't like gone full psycho on me when I just asked him to pay his league dues, then he might have made his money back. But
Who did he take over for?
Brett,
I don't even remember.
it was a guy who Janelle went to.
Very
high
memorable
school with.
person.
Yeah, right. He would send some trade offers, but he wouldn't really be chatting much or anything.
Yeah.
you're much more of a smartass, and we appreciate that. So that's the good news.
I'm not. I mean, I don't know if I'm much of a smartass in our thread and whatnot.
You're wearing a mariachi suit, and you wore it to a
That's
wedding.
different. That's different.
That's smart ass. It's okay.
I own
They're
this
not
thing.
judging
I
here.
didn't
This
rent
is a
this. I
judge-free
actually own this
zone.
thing.
This is.
I wore this to my daughter's softball game on Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, like
There's nothing
if I
smart
had
about
one, I
it.
would do the same thing.
I'm celebrating.
There's no judging. I love it.
When in SoCal.
What was that?
I said when in SoCal.
Oh, yes.
I mean, you could wear that on a Thursday night, and everybody would be like, "Oh yeah, cool." Like it's
Yeah,
fine.
Thursday at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
We're going.
Wait, did Taco Bell start serving alcohol out there?
No, you bring your own, Aaron. Come on, get with the program.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. When I want a drink, I don't think, let me take some with me and go to Taco Bell.
Aaron, they have Manischewitz there. You're good.
Oh, God. Do you mean diabetes wine? Like, that stuff is so sweet. It's ridiculous. Oh, God. So Drew, ask your standard question.
Okay. First standard question. So you've been in the league for this is your second year. You may or may not, with the podcast, have got to know a few other managers. At this point in time, is there someone you have circled in the schedule that is it could be a rival, could be. We want to try to exclude Aaron, but obviously Aaron may be as of now, might be one of the only few people that you know. So obviously we all want to beat Aaron. But do you see someone that maybe you lost to last year that you're like, oh, I really want to try to beat that person next year?
Well, I think I only really lost to Aaron last year. I want to beat Aaron, but it was also because I made I made a couple trades, went out on a limb, made a trade to Aaron. And I think it kind of shot me in the foot a little bit. But however,
it's probably the only trade that Aaron has made that shot someone else in the foot.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry,
but I mean, considering the fact that Aaron has 95% of the Dallas Cowboys on his roster,
yeah.
As soon as they all shit the bed, we're all good to go. So.
I only have 4 now.
And if we started the playoffs like a week earlier, he'd definitely shit the bed because they would lose in the first round and then he'd be done. So it wouldn't matter. I mean, the guy's definitely Cowboy heavy.
I only have 4. Since actually it was very helpful to me that Pollard left the Cowboys. I was like, I got too many Cowboys. I got to get rid of some. And then he left. I was like, oh, good, that works. And then I traded him anyways. So. Oh, jeez.
All right. So the next question is draft explanations. Talk us through your draft strategy.
I had no draft strategy.
We could tell.
I had absolutely none. The year before, I think I may have been on an auto draft.
You didn't.
Possibly.
I don't. Did he had to?
No, I was there the year before.
He did have to draft last year, didn't he?
He did draft last year.
Or the year before.
I think I was almost on auto draft last year. And actually, I hit Aaron up one time because there was somebody that on my radar, and he auto drafted for the guy before me. And I texted him. I said, "What the fuck are you doing? You gave him my guy." And Aaron went like down a couple notches of the rankings and drafted somebody to somebody else's squad. At that point in time. You can go back through our text conversations. You'll see it. But, however, my draft.
All right, so Jordan Travis at 211. That was the best available person on the at that time.
Based on the quarterback position, yes.
Gotcha.
That's what it showed on the rankings.
Okay.
Because I was looking at my quarterback situation. I have Josh Allen, but. You have the one bye week, and I have nobody else that's a starter for any of the other weeks. I got lucky last year with a couple things, but other than that, I was hoping I would find somebody, and considering the fact that he's going to go and back up Aaron Rodgers, I'm hoping Aaron Rodgers is going to break a hip, maybe, possibly, and then he'll slide right in. So, I mean, he had a great season last year in college with Florida State. I feel like Florida State, if being an actual college football fan, I feel Florida State kind of got robbed because of the fact that he blew out his knee. Going undefeated of this whole year. They should have some opportunity to be in there in the top 4, the way the rankings are and the way their whole tournament goes. But who knows? Who knows what could have happened?
Phone call.
Someone's got a phone call.
That's my daughter. Who's on the call?
That's okay. It's fine.
Taylor wants to know who's on the call. It's Drew and Aaron.
She's like, who?
Who are they?
Oh, and she probably thinks your other brother, Aaron.
Probably. Andrew.
The podcast is kid friendly, so you can watch it.
Have a good night.
No,
Have fun at pickleball.
She's 19. Like, that doesn't
Oh,
count.
I have no idea.
No. She's 19. It's not a small child.
She's definitely can watch
not. Definitely not a small child.
Is she done with her? Yeah, she has to be done with her first year at this point. She's home for the summer.
First year of college, she's home for the summer.
Nice.
Yep. She went away to
pickleballing it up. I love it.
Yep. It's good times. Good times in this household.
There was something I was just going to ask you, and then I got distracted. Oh,
Good.
I know what I was going to ask. Okay, I've always wondered this. Nobody can tell because you're wearing a hat, but you have a beautiful head that you take care of very well. And I've been thinking about it. So what do you use to shave?
What kind of gay? Are you gay? Can we bring Janelle in on this?
No, she's downstairs somewhere.
You're talking about a beautiful head. Can we bring Janelle in on this one?
No. I'm not going to go find her right now.
The Gillette.
Really? You just use a regular razor?
Regular razor.
Huh. I feel like I would cut the shit out of myself if I did it that way.
Oh man, you gotta quit fighting and join it.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. Like, I keep looking at our ring camera, which is, at a downward angle that's getting this section of my head, which I don't.
Oh, that's a built-in yarmulke.
Correct. It's so that when I put the yarmulke on, it just warms that area.
Yeah, but the problem is when you wear a yarmulke now you have to use a staple gun to fucking staple it in, or a thumbtack. I went to a funeral 2 weeks ago.
Don't they have like glue?
And the yarmulke kept blowing off my head at the funeral. Felt terrible. I had to hold my hand up there the whole time.
Just get a plunger and unscrew the brown handle. Yeah.
Yeah, that could work. My daughter tried doing that to me one time. It didn't work out so well for her.
Oh, God. Oh,
So the love our kids have for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tough love.
By the way, like, how long were you playing? This isn't your first fantasy league. How long you been playing fantasy football?
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you. Probably like a couple years.
Okay. So
Most of my fantasy football leagues have always been like Yahoo or such, some sort.
Yep.
And then every time they do the draft, I just always done an auto draft kind of thing, just because I don't know. I'm either busy coaching softball or baseball or whatnot, and don't want to sit there and pick players the whole time. So done that, and I've been okay with it. But
Jackson,
it can get super monotonous when you're doing like a redraft league and you've got like 12 rounds to do, and it takes a long time. Like, yeah, I get that.
Oh, it's tough. But I've had a couple different times where I've Yahoo's graded me like a D+ and an F, and I come
with an auto draft,
and I won. Yeah, and I've won the entire league.
Yeah, I don't trust those grades. They're great.
No, but it's awesome. It's awesome.
It's
I love
ADP.
when I get that D+ or an F, and then they start talking shit to me, and then I ended up winning the whole thing because I do make about 47 different like moves throughout the year.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love about your addition to the league is that you're a wheeling and dealing kind of man, and I'm assuming you're sending at least weekly trade offers to every manager.
No, I don't.
I'm
I'm
exaggerating.
actually like, it's out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. Like, to be honest, like right now when it's off season, I'm really not even looking at it much. I'll see the pop-ups come up where we have like notifications or whatnot, and I'll look at them, read them, this and that. You know, if I've got a trade offer, like you sent me a ridiculous trade offer.
Oh, he
I
sent
don't
you
know
one too, huh?
I don't know if you thought I was either how cracked out I was or what the hell I was on at that point in time, but there was no way in this world I was going to let you bend me over and rate me the way
No,
that
I think I talked about this on the last episode. Like I was bored at work, and so I sent like the most ridiculous trade offer I could think of just to see if somebody accidentally hit yes. And I sent out like 4 or 5 of them. And the really sad part was like I think you two are the only ones who even responded. Like,
I think I asked if he was drunk. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I asked the same question, but he said no. I was just hoping you were drunk.
Yeah, exactly. That was the attempt.
No, that's not happening.
Yeah, no.
So now that you've been in the league, this will be your second full season, correct?
Yep.
If I'm not wrong.
Correct.
What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? If you could change one thing, like we're always looking to grow and develop and make it better for everybody involved. So do you have any advice for us?
Not one bit. I think everything's been great so far. I did refer somebody.
Yeah, he got
over.
second place.
Yeah, he showed up one year, got second place. What's the problem?
Regardless of second place, it's all about it. It literally gives you every time you play fantasy football, every single week that you go and you watch football on TV, it's giving you like you're on the edge of your seat because you're watching different players, not just the games.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to watch your team, but then you're going to watch all these other games and everything else. So you're always involved in it, and you're having a great time with it. But whether I came in second place or even last place, it wouldn't matter to me because it's about having fun the entire time. Like I absolutely enjoy it. It's like it keeps you more engaged throughout the week. Like I'm not going to go and the Bears are playing at 5:30 on Sunday night. Okay, that's the only game I'm watching. No, I'm paying attention from Sunday morning all the way through Monday or Thursday night all the way through Monday.
Yeah,
because you just want to see what's going on, and you have other players involved in it all, and you know what? It's all about luck. I mean, you have so many injuries that go on in the sports and everything else.
Yeah.
You could have the best player out there, but that guy can blow an ACL at any point in time, and he's no longer like even valid on your roster. You know, and then you deal. The big thing is then you deal with the whole thing of like, do we cut him and pick up somebody else, or do you leave him on your bench? Excuse my language.
You're fine.
We leave him on the bench.
we haven't hit our fucks quota yet, so it's okay.
All right, cool, awesome. I wasn't sure if this was going to red flagged again.
No,
I think we have it marked not appropriate for children on
Perfect. Okay.
on our settings.
Because I've been drinking for like an hour before this, so I was at the Star Lounge earlier with a bunch of realtors, so
Nice.
I don't know. So, but you know, it's just there's so much involved that it just makes it a fun time. So I absolutely love it. I love it more than it's more than the pick'em leagues and all that stuff and everything else.
Yeah.
I've done all the other leagues where you do just each year you do something, but it's just it's a good times for sure.
it's different than just regular fantasy football. It's more of an investment than anything. And yeah, I agree with you 100%. Like sometimes I'm so disappointed when like by Sunday night, like I've got no players left, and I'm like I still want to watch football, but I got no one to watch.
Yeah. I had a friend of mine that I recruited in on one of the open spots, and he joined up for a brief moment, very brief moment. But then he came to me. He walked to me like 3 weeks later, and he's like, "There's a lot of communication going on, and football. It's not even football season. Like, this is way too much for me. I can't even handle it." All right, fine, whatever. I mean, fly a kite, buddy. But it's fun.
I thought it was hilarious. She's like, "This is too much." I'm like, "Bro, we're talking about one meeting and then a draft, and then you don't really have to be all that involved." Okay, whatever. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. I'm not going to force anybody.
Plus, I got the family connect. I have the family connection with Aaron and Janelle too, so it's fun to keep that going.
Absolutely. By the way, you guys were talking about do you know that I think there's a football game on every week, every day of the week this season except for Tuesday, I think, because there's a Wednesday game around either Christmas or Thanksgiving, and there's a Friday game, and then there's always Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. So I think it hits every day of the week except for Tuesday at some point in the season this year. So that's very exciting to me.
You've got more time on your hands than any of us do.
Yeah.
He gets paid to do nothing at work. And then all of a sudden he has a week. Last week he was like, "Oh, I had to work a lot. I'm tired." It's like, dude, every time I text you about anything, he's like, yeah, he's like, "No, I can't do that right now. I'm working." 15 minutes later, "Oh, I finished it. We're good. Like we got this. Don't worry." I'm like, dude,
I have to take breaks sometimes.
Union breaks.
I'm not union, and let's not get us started on unions. Yeah, let's leave that one very much alone.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. So you seem happy. You don't want any rule changes or anything?
Nah, I don't care. I'm the easygoing guy.
You're all about gambling, though.
I can get tickets. Let's just have fun. If I win, I win.
In our pre-meeting, you like to gamble a little bit, correct?
I mean, a little bit, but I mean, you live on the edge.
All right.
If you don't gamble, you're not giving yourself a chance to succeed. Kind of get ahead.
That's what I try to tell everybody.
No risk it, no biscuit.
If you go big or go home.
Yeah, right.
Like, what's the point?
Sugar pot.
Anything you want the rest of the league to know about you, because now you sort of know Drew, and you know me, and you know Janelle. Or you know Janelle and know me, whatever. I'm not worrying about my English right now. What do you want to tell us about you, Jason? What should we know about you?
Nothing. Good. You've learned it all.
30 minutes of talking to him. We know this man completely. Everything about him ever.
Everything about me. I opened up. I said I'm married for 21 years. I got a son and a daughter, this and that, and all that stuff. I mean, what else is there to know?
I guess nothing.
You and I are from the same tribe. We got the same great beard. I mean, we both wear a yarmulke. I mean, what else is there to know?
Fair enough. All right, Drew, you got anything else, man?
No, this is fantastic.
This is great. Well, Jason, I appreciate you taking the time. Jason, show me that wonderful outfit before we go.
Oh, my dog's on the way.
Oh, look at that. Why
he's on the boots.
Why is it all blurry?
But it's all blurry. I can't even see him.
You can't see nothing?
Oh, there we go. Now I went back.
Well, I gotta get close.
Why is it getting all blurry? Dude,
his background.
It's a back thing. I don't know. Oh, it is.
Oh, all right.
All right, whatever.
All right. Well, thank you again.
Sorry, guys.
All good. Thanks for coming on, Jason. Cheers, bud.
My pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
See ya. Bye.
Have a good one. Bye.